therefore I will not venture into those matters. I'm so much alive to the rule on sub judice and outstanding orders, so I will not delve into the matters that are before court. But let me say this. I think it is the first time since the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution that a holder of an independent office has been charged in the court of law. If I'm not wrong. I may be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. It's the first time since 2010. And that raises serious issues. And I want to, from the outset, take you, Honorable Speaker, to the provisions of Article 95 of the Constitution that sets out the functions of this House. Inter alia, under Article 95 of the Constitution, sub-article 2, the National Assembly deliberates on and resolves issues of concern to the people. But if you go further down, at Article 95, sub-article 4, among other things, the National Assembly determines the allocation of national revenue between the two levels of government. At B, the House appropriates funds for expenditure by the national government and other national state organs. But above all, at C, the House exercises oversight over national revenue and its expenditure. Mr. Speaker, I want to draw your attention to the provisions of Article 228 of the Constitution that creates the office, that establishes the office of the Controller of Budget. Honorable Speaker, under Article 228 of the Constitution, sub-article 4, the Controller of Budget shall oversee the implementation of the budgets of the national and county governments by authorizing withdrawals from public funds under Article 204, 206, and 207. In a nutshell, the Controller of Budget is exercising her mandate pursuant to the function of this House of appropriating funds to various agencies and organs of government and authority. Honorable Junet is reminding me. Mr. Speaker, there is a notion which has been created out there since the arraignment of the Controller of Budget yesterday, that perhaps the office of the Controller of Budget is now vacant, or somehow the Controller of Budget is now impeded from performing her functions. Let me go further, Mr. Speaker, to draw attention to the provisions of Article 251 of the Constitution. Under Article 251 of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker, sub-article 1, a member of a commission or the holder of an independent office, such as, of course, the Controller of Budget, may be removed from office only for one serious violation of the Constitution or any other law, including contravention of Chapter 6. B, gross misconduct, whether in the performance of the members or the holders' functions or otherwise. And C, physical or mental incapacity to perform the functions of the office. D, incompetence, and finally E, bankruptcy. And then it goes on to set out how such a removal can be initiated, and so on and so forth. Mr. Speaker, finally, I want to draw your attention to the provisions of the Controller of Budget Act. Section 4, which of course just underscores what the Constitution already provides for. Subsection 1, the office of the Controller of Budget shall become vacant.
Honorable Wandai, I'm still at a loss as to what you want. Yeah. And you whistling in the dark?
No, I am just actually laying a foundation for my submission, which I'll conclude very, very quickly. Yes.
You know what whistling in the dark means?
No. Okay. I know. Mr. Speaker, the act, the subsidiary legislation that has given effect to the Constitution provision that creates this office. At section 4, subsection 1 provides how the controller of budget can leave office. Of course, by resigning in writing to the president, okay, by being removed in the manner provided for under Article 251, and C, upon death. Mr. Speaker, I want to plead with you, because it is only this House that can calm the nation. Because as I've already said, the functions of the controller of budget are so serious, are so integral to the performance of the budget itself, but more importantly, generally to the performance of the economy. And therefore, any insinuation that the office holder is either incapacitated or barred from performing her functions can create unnecessary anxiety and distress in the economy generally. But more importantly, her functions are intertwined with the functions of this House. And therefore, it is the duty of this House to set the record straight if there is such kind of misconception out there. We don't want to go into the reasons why the controller of budget was arrested. Some of us hold a strong view that she was being, of course, hounded out of office. She was being pursued for her strong stance against misuse of public funds. I will recall.
Mr. Speaker, that is speculative.
Okay, but Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you, I want to bring to attention the fact that I happen to have sat in the National Dialogue Committee, which was co-chaired by none other than the Leader of Majority. Madam Margaret Nyakango came before us and made very, very serious allegations on how public funds are being misappropriated by people who are charged with the responsibility of managing public funds. We followed up that issue with the relevant officers, including the CS National Treasury. The only answer we got was that the matter has been referred to the Auditor General. And therefore, the public has got a reason to believe that perhaps the reason why she's being pursued or being hounded out of office is because of her strong stance against misuse of public funds. In any event, Mr. Speaker,
wind up. Be cautious of the fact that
yes,
this is a matter before court, and what you are saying now is likely
I will avoid
undermine the integrity of the case, including the defense of the person you are defending.
Okay, I'm well guided. But let me conclude, as I seek that you make a determination and issue a communication from your chair, Mr. Speaker, allaying these fears that are out there, that office has somehow been incapacitated following the arrest and arraignment of the office holder yesterday. But finally, under the Constitution, I think Article 157, which creates the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, and indeed generally under common law, a prosecution is undertaken after exercising certain discretion by the office.
Being tautologous.
Mr. Speaker, this is very important. This is very important. Before somebody is charged in court with a criminal offense, it is the duty of the DPP, first and foremost, to ensure that the charges, of course, pass the evidential test. I'm sure you know that. And also in public interest.
Honorable Wandai.
Yes.
You have crossed the line.
Okay. I will again retreat. But finally, Mr. Speaker, I want to plead with you that the public out there is
you have only said
anxious.
Two things. That the control of budget has been charged, and the second one is that she continue working as a control of budget. That is all you have said in so many words.
And let me summarize. That my submission is that regardless of the actions that were taken yesterday by way of charging the controller of budget, Dr. Margaret Nyakango, under the law and under the Constitution, Dr. Nyakango continues to hold office as controller of budget and continues to discharge her mandate under the Constitution, under the law. And therefore, any other institution should be discarded. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I submit.
Honorable members, I can see two senior lawyers raising their hands. A third one. This matter is before a court of law. And from what I've seen in the media, and I take judicial notice, yes. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. Avoid going the direction of the minority leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise with a lot of sympathy to my very good friend. The only thing that he has done, he has redacted certain parts of the law. If he had read everything, Mr. Speaker, I wish he had also made reference to the Leadership and Integrity Act. 2, in the same constitution that he made reference, a state officer is defined and it is known who it is. The control of budget is a state officer. He should have also made reference to the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act. Mr. Speaker, you know, when you read selectively the law, and then you tell us what the total import of the law, you mislead the House and you mislead the public. Mr. Speaker, you should not be invited to interpret something that is absolutely clear, is contained in the books. In fact, to my best recollection, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Wandai, the leader of minority, was part and parcel. When I moved the Leadership and Integrity Act, in fact, you contributed to it. I mean, you know when it was. The Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, you know what it says. You cannot abdicate your responsibility of knowing, and then you become a resident, a permanent resident in ignorance. Mr. Speaker, that should not be allowed. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Wandai.
Did I hear Honorable Chakonga refer to me as being ignorant? Can that possibly be true? Mr. Speaker, even if you were to ask such a question, I think it's out of order. Please kindly rule it.
Order is an unkind remark, Honorable Chepkonga, to your colleague. You withdraw that.
Mr. Speaker, I just said he is making an attempt to enter into the permanent residence of ignorance. I said an attempt. I have not said he's ignorant. I said he's making an attempt.
You said he's a permanent resident in ignorance.
No, I said making an attempt.
Just withdraw.
No,
it's an unkind remark.
I withdraw.
You've withdrawn?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't want to escalate this debate. Those of you who think you are defending Dr. Nyakango, you're actually prejudicing her case. Because we are not privy to the facts of the case. If you are, the speaker isn't. I want to, yes, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Let me first thank the Honorable Chepkonga for withdrawing that remark on ignorance, because for all I know, the leader of minority is not ignorant, and is indeed doing very well, as he has actually caught up on what the leader of minority should be doing. He is doing his work as the leader of minority. And therefore, and I see the spirited attempt to defend our good friend Mary Nyakango, the control of budgets. And it's indeed true, Honorable Margaret. Honorable Speaker, you can hear I'm not very privy to the names than those in the minority. But Honorable Speaker, the spirited attempt to defend Mary Nyakango by the leader of minority is what I also saw yesterday with certain political quarters. But I would really want to urge all of us to treat the matter for what it is. And I want to agree with the leader of minority that indeed Margaret Nyakango holds an independent office, together with the Auditor General. What I do not agree with the leader of minority with is that holders of independent offices, there is absolutely nothing in the Constitution that says a holder of an independent office cannot be charged or is above the law. And the matters that Margaret Nyakango has been charged with in court are out there in the public domain, are issues that came, or she's being accused of, issues that happened at a time she was not the controller of budget, way back in 2016, in some financial institution that she managed or ran. And there are complaints lodged. And therefore, when investigative, Honorable Speaker, I hold a constitutional office as leader of majority. If at the time I was selling meat as a butcher in Kikuyu, I had certain improprieties, and Junet, who used to supply me with cows, complains that I never paid him, or I took off with some of his money. Honorable Speaker, I am found culpable to be charged. I think those are matters we should leave before the courts, for the court to consider what evidence will be adduced by the DPP and the DPP's witnesses, and whatever defense Margaret Nyakango will mount in court. Because I agree with Honorable Chepkonga, it is one thing to read the Constitution and claim independence of the office, excluding us from reading the Article 6 on integrity. Honorable Speaker, what you are being invited by the leader of my minority to pronounce yourself on is not for you to pronounce yourself on. Because what the leader of minority is now inviting you to is a political duel. And it is okay for the political duel out there in press conferences, in other organized media, but to attempt to use this chamber to prosecute a matter that is in court, I think the leader of minority also duly noted that matter will be sub judice, and I would really want to implore on him to heed your advice, that even those who seek to defend Margaret, they may actually be prejudicing her case in court. It is safer for us to leave that matter to court. Let the court make a determination based on evidence that will be adduced in court. We don't know what evidence the DPP has. There is nothing in our constitution and in our laws that say either the Auditor General or the holder of an independent office like the controller of budget are immune to prosecution. And in fact, that will be the height of impunity if we say that a holder of a constitutional office, like the leader of majority, is immune to prosecution, that independent office holders or constitutional commission holders are immune to prosecution. Honorable Speaker, when we say that we shall deal with impunity, and this House, including the leader of minority who is a member of this House, must be seen at the forefront of the fight against graft. And graft, Honorable Speaker, is not only graft when it touches on public funds or on public office. Even those who are in the private sector who engage in graft, Honorable Speaker, we must have the forefront as leaders to speak against graft and impunity in this country, Honorable Speaker. It is not lost on me, Honorable Speaker, that the same people today who purport to be defending Margaret Nyakango are the same people who yesterday were vilifying the same Margaret when she spoke about state capture, when she spoke about how she was forced in the wee hours of the last regime to withdraw 15 billion shillings from the exchequer. Thank God, Honorable Speaker, that today we are not speaking about Margaret Nyakango being forced by anybody in government to make withdrawals from the exchequer or to approve payments that she thinks should not be approved. We are talking about impropriety on the person of Margaret Nyakango before she came into office as the controller of budget. Nothing to touch on her conduct in office. Honorable Speaker, lastly, I was a co-chair of the National Dialogue Committee. And I know a matter that Margaret Nyakango said in that committee that has now been blown out of proportion. And I heard the leader of minority allude to it, although selectively, with some selective amnesia of what was said in that committee. But because I was chairing that committee, I know when the National Treasury CS answered on the question of whether there was budgeted corruption on expenditures in the office of Margaret Nyakango. Because I remember Margaret Nyakango said that there is budgeted corruption, and I can give the example of my own office, where I am the only public officer. I know how much I earn, but what was budgeted for my pay was almost 2 times And Honorable Speaker, the National Treasury did explain that part of what was budgeted for in the Office of the Controller of Budget included other entitlements to that office, like car grants, mortgage, which had not been taken. Honorable Speaker, again, out of what the Honorable Leader of Minority seems to be doing very well, to push political narratives, that with selective amnesia, they have opted not to hear the explanation from the National Treasury. And I wondered if there was budgeted corruption on matters touching on the salaries and wages of only one officer, that is Margaret Nyakango in the Office of the Controller of Budget, who then would have been the beneficiary of that money other than herself. Therefore, it's a fallacy, Honorable Speaker, to say that somebody is budgeting for corruption in my office and I'll be the beneficiary. Honorable Speaker, again, as I said, those in the minority, for the sake of pushing political narratives, opt not to hear that. And they only want to run away with the claim of budgeted corruption, a double salary, without the rebuttal from the National Treasury explaining why the figures were what they were, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would really beg that you do not entertain the thought of inviting this House or the Office of the Speaker to make a determination on a matter that is squarely in the domain of the courts, another arm of government, and they will be able to make an informed decision based on evidence of whether there was impropriety on the person of Nyakango before she became the Controller of Budget or not. And that we should not even be debating, Honorable Speaker, as the Leader of Minority said, it is a matter that is sub judice. Honorable Speaker, lastly, nobody has said Nyakango is vacating office. I don't know where the Leader of Minority has gotten that from. But if the law was to be followed, the law will be followed to the letter in terms of how you get into office, when and how you leave office. Therefore, I know the invitations and I saw the flurry of activities, including people exciting ethnic emotions and wanting to mobilize around ethnicity, Honorable Speaker. We must desist and deal with matters to do with court cases, deal with them in the courts. Those dealing with graft, deal with them with the agencies that ought to deal with them. For us as leaders, Honorable Speaker, and as parliamentarians, we should rise above the fray of political engagements when it comes to the chamber and play our role to oversight all these institutions, including the Office of the Controller of Budget and the DPP, Honorable Speaker, and therefore plead with you not to agree to be invited to what you are being invited to by the Leader of Minority.
I don't want to escalate this matter. Order, Junet, sit. Take your seat. You know, the Minority Leader has made some submissions before the House, which are factual, that the Control of Budget has been taken to court. I've read it in the media. That she's a constitutional office holder, it is public knowledge. And what entails that office, that's public knowledge. He has not brought any evidence to the House to the effect that Margaret has been prevented from going to her office. So it's a matter that's academic and moot, and we don't need to belabor it. Because the articles you have quoted in the Constitution are correct. The fact that Margaret has been taken to court, and from what I also saw, is not related to her performance as a Control of Budget. That is in public domain. So let's leave the matter there so that we don't prejudice her case. We are making it difficult for her lawyers and other lawyers who may turn up in court with Hansard from this House and complicate her defense and push her in the deeper end of the waters, and that is not good. Junet, I hope you are not wanting to speak on this. If you start discussing the case, I'll stop you.
No, Mr. Speaker, I will not discuss the case. And also, I want to assure you that we are not here to defend anyone. But, Mr. Speaker, having had consultation with the minority leader, I wanted to bring out a perspective. Mr. Speaker, as a senior lawyer, you are aware that the constitutional officers and independent officers report to this House, Mr. Speaker. This is where they report to. They don't report to the executive, they don't report to the judiciary. So we are addressing this issue in a holistic manner, because Margaret Nyakango will not be the last person or the last constitutional office holder that will be prosecuted or will be charged. There are others who are going to come after her, maybe. So we wanted, as a matter of national concern, how do we address as a country when a constitutional office holder is charged? The issue the minority leader was raising is, are the provisions in the Constitution in terms of removal of a constitutional office holder, removal of office, are they suspended when they are prosecuted? That is one of the major issues he was trying to point out. Because as the majority leader has said, he's also a constitutional office holder. But the constitutional does not provide in any way his removal. It is provided in the standing orders.
You are also whistling in the dark, my friend.
No, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. But what made me also, Mr. Speaker, last night have sleepless night, Mr. Speaker, this lady that has been charged, and also we have to look at things retrospectively. As a House, we passed this lady here, and I participated in 2019 in passing her as the controller of budget, Mr. Speaker, after a thorough vetting by the Committee of Finance, Mr. Speaker. Didn't we know that she had a case at that point in time? What indictment is that making on us as Parliament, Mr. Speaker? Because she came with documents from relevant organizations that deal with criminal offenses, Mr. Speaker, the ESCC, the DCI, and here, 3 years later, issues come up and you are told that 7 years later, you are told that she had a matter pending either in somewhere, the money that she has stolen. But more importantly, Mr. Speaker, the issue that you are being invited, Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you, Mr. Speaker, as the Speaker of this House, as you ruled, it is true, we have no role in this matter now because it's before the court. But as the Speaker of this House, Mr. Speaker, you have a constitutional mandate to defend and protect the Constitution, and especially constitutional office holders. It is the Speaker who can defend them, Mr. Speaker. And secondly, and more important, Mr. Speaker, the issue that has been raised in this country yesterday, issues of weighty matter, control of budget, Mr. Speaker, you remember a long time, it used to be auditor and controller. There is a reason why the two officers were separated under the new constitution. Otherwise, we should remain just like the old. Mr. Speaker, I submit. I have said what I want.
I'm still at a total loss as to what you people want. Honorable members, let's not prejudice Dr. Nyakango's case. That's number one. Number two, if what Honorable Wandai is alleging, and he has evidence to show to the Speaker, then the Speaker will have some locus on the matter. As it is now, I have absolutely no locus. I have no information that Dr. Nyakango has been stopped from going to her office. None whatsoever. What I read in the media, and media is not a source of authority on the floor of this House, is that she had been charged and released on bail. Whether she posted the bail and walked away, I don't even know. So if, Honorable Wandai, you have any facts beyond what you have given me, because you have correctly recited the Constitution and that it ends there. Completely. It has absolutely no application to Dr. Nyakango's case until and unless a situation arises that requires my consideration. And you'll have to convince me that I've got the locus and the jurisdiction to deal with the matter. So thank you for raising the matter, but let's leave it there. Farah Malim, what is it?
Mr. Speaker, I really appreciate the manner in which you have disposed of this matter. But I just want to ask something. Ordinarily, within the civil service practice, if somebody is taken to court, that person goes immediately on interdiction, more so on a criminal matter. And then with a half salary until the matter itself is determined. But when we established in these constitutional offices, I don't think we took that into consideration. I was in Parliament with the other time. Now, would you probably want to look at that and see how, in view of these challenges, a bit of a constitutional crisis?
There is no such matter before me, Farah. at all, and will not deal with it. I hear Beatrice Elachi, or is it Rachel, talking about selective amnesia. I told you when we met in Mombasa about the candor and banter of debate. The fact that Chungwa, the majority leader, said the Honorable Wandai has exhibited selective amnesia, and the Honorable Wandai didn't bother about it, is because it's part of the candor and banter of debate. Yes, you shouldn't worry about it. You can't wail louder than the bereaved. The bereaved is quiet. Let's call the next order. Honorable Wandai laughed it off because he knows this is part of the candor and banter of debate. Yes.
And he was happy.
Yes.
Order number 5, papers.
Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the cant and banter of debate. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the papers on the table of the House today, Wednesday, 6th December 2023, morning sitting. Reports of the Auditor General of Financial Statements for the year ended 30th June 2023, and certificates there in respect of: 1, Kenya Primary Education Equity in Learning Project, State Department for Basic Education; 2, State Department for Cooperatives; 3, Kenya Electricity Modernization Program, Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Corporations; 4, towards ending drought emergencies, ecosystem-based adaptation in Kenya's arid and semi-arid rangelands, State Department for Livestock; 5, Kenya Special Project for BRSM and SICM, State Department of Environmental and Climate Change; Horn of Africa Gateway Development Project, State Department for Transport; 7, Mombasa Nairobi Addis Ababa Road Corridor Project, Kenya National Highways Authority; 8, National Urban Transport Improvement Project, credit number 5140 KE, Kenya Railways Corporation; 9, Dwelling of Magongo Road, Kenya National Highways Authority; and lastly, Bagamoyo Hororo Lunga Malindi Road Project, Kenya National Highways Authority. Honorable Speaker, I thank you and I beg to lay.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable Chiforo Mondo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44.2c, I wish to request for a statement from the Chairperson of Departmental Committee on Labor regarding death of a worker at construction site of Shimoni Fishing Port in Lungalunga constituency, Kwale County. Honorable Speaker, on 27th November 2023, Mr. Mbwana Mohammed Mwaburu of ID number 22693793 met his death on duty at the construction site of Shimoni Fishing Port in Kwale County. The deceased was among workers working for Southern Engineering Company Limited, which was awarded tender for construction of the Shimoni Fishing Port. It is reported that Mr. Mbwana Mohammed Mwaburu and other employees were instructed by the employer to demolish a wall on the site. In the process, the wall fell on Mr. Mbwana Mohammed Mwaburu, causing suffocation that resulted into his death, which his colleagues sustained serious injuries. Honorable Speaker, the tragic death of Mr. Mwaburu is highly attributed to negligence on the part of the employer, the Southern Engineering Company Limited, for not providing safe working environment. Third schedule of the Work Injury Benefits Act 2007 provides that an employee who is involved in an accident resulting in the employee's disablement or death is subject to the benefit provided under the Act Further, Section 34 of the Act also provides that if an employee dies as a result of an injury caused by an accident, compensation shall be paid to the dependents of the employees in accordance with the provisions of the third schedule. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I seek a statement from the chairperson of Departmental Committee on Social Protection on the following. 1, information on the circumstances under which Mr. Mbwana Mohammed Maburu of ID 26693793 passed away. 2, could the chairperson provide a report on the safety precautions measures that the Southern Engineering Company Limited has put in place, including provision of appropriate gear at the work site for employees in order to protect them from accidents and tragic deaths. Injured on duty are compensated in accordance with the Work Injury Benefit Act of 2007. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Chair, Committee Social Protection. Who is the chair? Majority Leader. Who is your chair, Committee of Social Protection? Is that Karemba or Alice Nganga? Is she in the house? Communicate to her to bring a statement in response to Chief Oromondo's request on the first day of the sitting of next term. Next. Next order.
Order number 8, procedural motion.
Majority Leader.
Exemption of certain business from the provisions of Standing Order 43.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that this House resolve to exempt the business appearing as order numbers 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 in today's order paper from the provisions of Standing Order 43, being a Wednesday morning, a day allocated for business not sponsored by the majority or minority or business sponsored by a committee. Honorable Speaker, this is part of it are just questions to put and first readings and also consideration of the Committee of the Whole House on the Gambling Control Bill and the Statute Law Miscellaneous Bill number 67 and 68. And Honorable Speaker, considering that today morning sitting is our private members' bills and motions morning, the House Business Committee in our meeting on Tuesday resolved because of the IALA games this Thursday to do two things: to exempt this business to be considered this morning, and also to have sitting on Thursday morning to allow members who will be traveling to Kigali on Thursday afternoon, because the first batch, I'm told, of about 60 or so members, or 40 or so members, Honorable Speaker, will be traveling at 5 p.m. and it may not be feasible to be able to keep those members here on Thursday afternoon. And therefore, we resolved in the House business to have these two motions, this and the motion order number 9, prosecuted this morning. I therefore beg the House to support this, as I request the Honorable Leader of Minority to second the procedural motion.
Wandai.
This being a procedural motion, I wish to simply second.
Thank you. Order, Osoro. Order, take your seat. Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that this House resolves to exempt the business appearing in order numbers 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 in today's order paper from the provisions of Standing Order 43, being a Wednesday morning, a day allotted for business not sponsored by the majority or minority party or business sponsored by a committee. Put the question. Yes, you want to say something?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the Leader of Majority and Minority for this procedural motion. Mr. Speaker, you have given us a raft of those orders. I may not know in respect of which my submissions would go, but I will just make it simple. That whereas I support all those procedural motions in respect of various laws, I have an issue with exempting publication of statute law, miscellaneous amendment. This, of course, being a procedural motion, but it has an effect, a big effect in our legislative processes. It turned out, at least in the committees that I attend, Mr. Speaker, that many of the legislations that are the focus of statute miscellaneous law amendment have not undertaken public participation, have not been processed properly by committees. And it is now a big issue. I think this is the big issue that we have.
Honorable TJ, you may have a point, and indeed you probably do, but that can be prosecuted at Order 19.
I don't have a physical
because
order paper.
This is simply saying.
That's why I was confused. You know, we have a raft of.
And being a member of the
yes.
House Business Committee, what we are prosecuting is your decision in the House Business Committee.
I know, Mr. Speaker. That's why I was begging your indulgence.
So hold your horses.
Thank you. If it comes to the relevant place, I would want to.
You will prosecute.
That. Yes.
But not now.
I am most obliged. Thank you.
Yes, Millie?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, even though I may not have an issue with the motion that has been raised, but I just wanted to notice or to note as a concern that I have seen a growing trend where we keep rushing bills. And for me, it may be violating a cardinal principle of democracy, which is the majority may have their way, but minority need to have their say. And sometimes that say may be sacrificed at the altar of the technicalities, which is that we have put the question and it has passed. And sometimes because we may not have the numbers, we may not have an ability to stop. But I would want to urge, especially the majority side. We've been in this house with Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah for a long time. This should actually be the easiest parliament. I've said it before and I'd repeat it. It should be the easiest parliament because you have the numbers. But having the numbers does not mean emasculating the voices of others. And sometimes through technicalities, you actually emasculate voices of others. So I would want to encourage going forward, especially when you have substantive laws like what Honorable TJ is saying, miscellaneous bills. Our members need to have time. This rush where sometimes you have one bill prosecuted from first, second, and committee of the whole House and third reading within 2 days. It's not proper. And very soon, Mr. Speaker, some of us may actually be forced to go to court to challenge the processes on the issue of that cardinal principle of having a say. You may have your way, but we need to have our say. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Millie. Honorable Millie, from the little experience I have gathered in this House, there have been very sparing moments where bills have been, so to speak, fast-tracked. And even the fast-tracking has not curtailed debate. Both myself, my deputy, and members of the panel, I encourage them to give as many members an opportunity to be heard as they possibly can. Quite often, it's you yourselves who tell the Speaker, we have overventilated on this matter, we are repeating ourselves, put the question. No Speaker on their own puts the question. So try and also be in the House more often than I've noticed, so that whenever you want to speak, you'll be given the opportunity. It will be an awkward trajectory for a member of this House to pass a law and then rush to court to challenge it, because you also enjoined in collective responsibility when a law is passed here. But that I leave it to your conscience. Honorable members, I now put the question that this House resolves to exempt the business appearing as order numbers 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 in today's order paper from the provisions of Standing Order 43, being a Wednesday morning, a day allotted for business not sponsored by the majority or the minority party or business sponsored by a committee. As members of that opinion say aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, procedural motion. Approval of a Thursday morning sitting.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. This is also a procedural motion, and I beg to move that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 33C, this House resolves to hold a morning sitting on Thursday, 7th December 2023, commencing at 9:30 a.m. for purposes of considering priority business ahead of the December recess. Honorable Speaker, I had already explained the reasoning behind that by the House Business Committee to allow members Thursday afternoon, those who will be traveling, so that we'll have finished the business before us. Allow me, Honorable Speaker, to move and request the Chief Whip to second.
Osoro.
I second, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I now propose the question which is that pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 33C, this House resolves to hold a morning sitting on Thursday, 7th December 2023, commencing at 9:30 a.m. for purposes of considering priority business ahead of the December recess. I put the question. Honorable members, I now put the question at order number 9, which is that pursuant the provisions of Standing Order 33C, this House resolves to hold a morning sitting on Thursday, 7th December 2023, commencing at 9:30 a.m. for purposes of considering priority business ahead of the December recess. As members of that opinion say aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 10, procedural motion. Reduction of publication period of a specified bill.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, again, this is also a procedural motion that pursuant, and I beg to move that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 120, this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the National Government Administration Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 70 of 2023, from 14 days to 12 days. Honorable Speaker, we again resolve to reduce the publication period of this bill by just 2 days, from 14 to 12 days, so that, aware, Honorable Speaker, without anticipating debate, that we will be proceeding on recess tomorrow to allow us to be able to publish this bill and have it come for first reading before we go on recess, so that when committees resume their normal sittings during the recess, they will be able to do adequate public participation during the recess when the committees have enough time to carry out adequate public participation during the recess period. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I want to request the Deputy Leader of Majority to second agreement with this motion.
Honorable Speaker, this being a procedural motion, and I think the Leader of Majority has made it very clear, I second.
Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that pursuant the provision of Standing Order 120, this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the National Government Administration Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 73 of 2023, from 14 days to 12 days. And now put the question, which is that pursuant the provision of Standing Order 120, this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the National Government Administration Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 73 of 2023 from 14 days to 12 days. As members of that opinion say aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 11, motion. Report of the Committee of the Whole House on the National Lottery Bill, National Assembly Bill number 69 of 2023. Question to be put and third reading.
Honorable members, I now call the mover to report, to move rather. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. We had indeed reported. I'm just moving for third reading.
Okay.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the National Lottery Bill, National Assembly Bill number 69 of 2023, be now read a third time. I also request Honorable Member for Kwanza to second.
Honorable Ferdinand. Give him the mic.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Thank you. Honorable members, I now propose the question. That's at order number 11, which is that the National Lottery Bill, National Assembly Bill number 69 of 2023, be now read a third time. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the National Lottery Bill, National Assembly Bill number 69 of 2023 be now read a third time. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. With those of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it, and I wish it to be on record that the House is properly constituted in terms of numbers. Clerk.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide for the establishment of the National Lottery and the National Lottery Board and the National Lottery Fund and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 12. Motion. Sessional paper number 2 of 2023 on the national tax policy. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question at order number 12, which is that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on its consideration of the sessional paper number 2 of 2023 on the national tax policy laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 23rd November 2023, and approves the sessional paper number 2 of 2023 on the national tax policy as recommended in the report. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 13, the Basic Education Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 58 of 2023. National Assembly Bill number 59 of 2023, first reading. A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Basic Education Act and for connected purposes.
Next order, 14.
Order number 14, the Environmental Management and Coordination Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 66 of 2023, first reading. A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Environmental Management and Coordination Act and for connected purposes.
Order number 15.
Order number 15, the National Government Administration Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 73 of 2023, first reading. A bill for an act of parliament to make the various amendments to statute law on national government administration and for connected purposes. Order number 16, motion. Consideration of the Public Finance Management Ulinzi Prime Health Services Fund Regulations 2023.
Honorable Chepkonga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House adopts the report of the Committee on Delegated Legislation on its consideration of the Public Finance Management Ulinzi Prime Health Services Fund Regulation 2023, published as legal notice number 175 of 2023, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 5th December 2023, and approves the Public Finance Management Ulinzi Prime Health Services Fund Regulation 2023, published as legal notice number 175 of 2023, pursuant to Section 24, subsection 4 of the Public Finance Management Act of 2023. Mr. Speaker, the import and the overall and overarching rationale for the creation of this fund is to provide for the utilization of the idle capacity in the military hospitals that are about 6 across this country. Mr. Speaker, we were informed that at the moment, the military runs about 6 hospitals from level 5, level 4, level 5, and there is level 6, which is under construction. We were informed, Mr. Speaker, that the capacity in these hospitals runs only at 50%. We were also informed that these military hospitals only takes care of military personnel. It does not include even those people who work in the military facilities. Like, for instance, those who work in the messes, those who are working as cleaners. So if you fall sick, you cannot be treated in that military hospital in which it is situated in the military installation where you are. You have to be taken out to be treated outside. 2, Madam Speaker, we also informed that a child of a military officer who attains the age of 21 cannot be treated in that military hospital because he is overage. Notwithstanding the fact that they have a cover, they are still excluded. So the reason why we are provided, these regulations are being brought before this House, is to open up that space to those people who are working in the military installation, the children of military officers that have already attained the age of 21 years, and yet they are still covered. In fact, these regulations provide that if you do not have a cover, it's not for paying in customers or clientele. It is only clientele who have a cover. If you don't have a cover, you will not be allowed. We were given an example, Madam Speaker, that, for instance, and we don't want the governor of Marsabit to fall sick, assuming that he falls sick, and the best hospital is the military hospital that is in Marsabit, you cannot take that particular state officer to a military facility because it is not allowed by law. So now the passage of these regulations will allow members of parliament, wherever you may be found, to be treated in a military installation as long as you have cover. And you know, most of them, all of us are undercover. So you will not need to pay a cash amount to be treated in those hospitals. The second thing, Madam Chair, is that the general import of this regulation is to facilitate the establishment, modernization, operation, and maintenance of the Kenya Defense Forces hospital facilities. You know, with this idle capacity, if it is not used, it means that the taxpayers must continue to maintain these hospitals, although they can admit civilians so that they can pay and the hospitals are modernized. This is provided in Regulation 4 of the regulations. It will also enhance research and training for the purpose of improving the quality of health services offered by the Kenya Defense Forces hospitals. The third thing that is provided as the objective and strategy of this particular fund is to facilitate the purchase of modern equipment and provide drugs for the Kenya Defense Forces hospitals. Once you open up, you will need to provide sufficient equipment to deal. And Madam Speaker, maybe for the information of this House, the most qualified surgeons are in the armed forces hospitals. As you have just heard, there is the new modern level 6 hospital that is under construction on the Waiyaki Way. You may have seen it. That hospital is due for completion in 2025. Now, it is earmarked that it will be a referral hospital, including, Madam Speaker, even the presidents that are within the region. This will be the state-of-the-art hospital, that anyone can be admitted. You don't need to go to India. You don't need to go to the American hospital, which my very good friend, the CS for formerly of trade, the Honorable Moses Kuria, who was taken because he had serious burns to American hospital in Dubai. That will be treated, that such a person will be treated in such facilities as this other one that is under construction as level 6, Madam Speaker. This fund also, which is created under the Public Finance Management Act, will also provide for funds for administration expenses, which include salaries for those who will be working there, allowances, pension, and all others, Madam Speaker. The regulations, they are about, the regulations to create this fund are about 19, Madam Speaker. Most of it deal with the administration of the fund that provide how it is going to be audited and many other things. So the policy context, as I've just mentioned, is intended to expand and to modernize the medical facilities that I've said, that includes level 4, level 5, and level 6 hospitals in the military installation. And these hospitals, Madam Speaker, they are found in Nairobi, in Eldoret, they are also found in Lanet, in Nakuru, Marsabit, they are found in Eldoret, and other places, Madam Speaker. So the opening up of these facilities necessitates the establishment of the fund with the KDF medical system. The management of the fund will be supervised by an advisory board that shall be responsible to the Defense Council for oversight, to oversight the management of the fund that will be run by this board. The most important thing to note, Madam Speaker, is that the CEO of this fund will be appointed by the Defense Council. It will not be appointed by the board that will be running, because the person who will be appointed would be a military person who will be in charge of the overall management of the hospital. So it can only be the Defense Council that will nominate and appoint the CEO of this military facility. Ulinzi Prime Health Services will also provide a larger and diverse clientele in order to boost hands-on opportunities for learners, facilitate training in specialization and super specialization facilities, and further increase research opportunities for betterment of health care under the Defense College of Health Sciences. This is a constituent college that is domiciled in the National Defense University College in Karen, as well as the Level 6 Research and Referral Hospital. As I've just mentioned, Madam Speaker, the clientele will be picked on as required by the rules that govern the the military installations. Madam Speaker, the regulations were published and forwarded to the National Assembly within the period required under the Statutory Instruments Act. There was comprehensive explanatory memorandum that was submitted together with the regulations, and we processed it and we were satisfied. The committee was also satisfied that the level of public participation as contemplated under Articles 10 and 118 of the Constitution was also met. The committee was also satisfied with the explanatory memorandum and the impact assessment statement that was provided therein. So we had an overall satisfaction with regard to the procedural requirements under the Statutory Instruments Act, that they were all met. And with those few remarks, Madam Speaker, I beg to move, and I would like to request the Honorable Kishimu, the Vice Chair of the committee, to second. I thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to second the motion on the consideration of the Public Finance Management Ulinzi Prime Health Services Fund Regulation 2023. Madam Speaker, I don't want to run the risk of repeating what the chair, who has ably covered substantially what was deliberated before the committee and the report that was tabled in support of the this motion. But Madam Speaker, I would like to add that this fund, according to the regulations, will be exclusively be utilized for the purposes and the objects of the fund. So there will be no diversion of the usage of this fund. And the most important thing also to note is that this fund will be administered by the PS as the administrator of the fund on behalf of the board. Madam Speaker, looking at the various facilities that are spread across the country by KDF, we were able to establish that these facilities have over 700 bed capacity. And Madam Speaker, only about 50% of the facilities are being utilized. And it's the high time the defense, KDF, felt that these facilities should also be open to the usage of the communities that are within the proximities of these funds. Considering, Madam Speaker, that these funds have already been constructed, the facilities have been constructed by taxes from Kenyans. So it's the high time that Kenyans also start benefiting from these facilities, and also making sure that the new facility that is almost complete, which will have a 700 bed capacity, is also available for use to the public. Madam Speaker, these facilities will also be open to the members of Parliament and any other person who has the access of the requirements that have already been placed under regulations. Madam Speaker, further, we considered, as the committee, the requirements as per the Statutory Instrument Act, and we confirmed that actually the regulations comply with all the requirements, including the submission before Parliament through the Clerk of the National Assembly within 7 days, the public participation, and also the explanatory memoranda, which also had the regulatory impact assessment. And, Madam Speaker, it is for the benefit of the Kenyans generally for these facilities to be open to the public. it is also in line with the Kenya Kwanza government on the universal health coverage. We cannot be talking of universal health coverage without also making utilization, full utilization of the available facilities. And this one, we know that the President of this Republic, Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has been very passionate about universal health coverage. So the KDF, the military, is aligning itself with the government policy, with the plan of the government of universal health coverage in this republic. Madam Speaker, without belaboring the points, because they've ably been covered, and I believe more members might also want to contribute to this, I beg to second. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, I now propose the question that this House adopts the report of the Committee on Delegated Legislation on its consideration of the Public Finance Ulinzi Prime Health Services Fund Regulations of 2023, laid on the table of this House on Tuesday, 5th December 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 24(4) of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012, approves the Public Finance Management Ulinzi Prime Health Services Fund Regulations 2023, published as legal notice number 75 of 2023. What's your point of order, Honorable Murugara?
Thank you very, very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this motion has been moved very well by the chairperson of the Committee on Delegated Legislation and excellently seconded by the vice chair. And having listened to it absolutely, I am of the convinced opinion that the mover should be called upon to reply so that we can move on to the next very important business. What is unfair?
What did you want to say, Honorable Sunkuli?
As you can see, Madam Speaker, my name is on the screen, and I think it is important that we have a right to be heard. I mean, this is a house of debate, and I don't expect that from the Honorable Murugara, of all the people, to have a motion proposed and seconded and then voted on.
Honorable Sunkuli, I don't even see you, you have not even pressed the button to want to contribute.
But it's very clear, Madam Speaker, my name is there. I mean, I don't know why you don't see it, Madam Speaker.
Okay. No, you had not put it earlier that you wanted to speak. Yes. So how could we give you an opportunity when you had not shown interest?
No, Madam Speaker,
okay,
I'm sorry.
Proceed and speak on it.
Can I
I'll give you an opportunity, yes.
Okay. Okay, Madam Speaker, I am a member of the Delegated Legislation Committee, and I'm therefore quite in support of what my chairman and my vice chairman have done. But I just wanted to add my voice, Madam Speaker, and say that in many parts of the world, the armed forces hospitals are very, very well equipped. They have strong foundations, especially towards the quality of care. Their policies are very, very well founded, and the documentation that happens in those hospitals is very, very up to date. Madam Speaker, in Kenya, military hospitals are restricted to the serving military guys together with their families and dependents, and I think to some extent the retired soldiers. This document, these regulations, shows the intention of government to release about 53% of the hospital capacities to civilians, to persons who are not military or dependents. And this is very sound, Madam Speaker, because for mostly military hospitals are working on excess capacity because they do not have enough people to treat for all days. It's therefore an idle facility
that requires to be used by the members of the public. And that it's very, very timely that Kenyans be exposed to these otherwise very, very well-equipped and efficient facilities in order to enable them to take advantage of it. But also that the government can be able to fund these hospitals from people who pay, patients who pay to come and be treated there. These payments will raise money that will go to this fund, and that and I think that this will also improve the quality of the hospitals themselves, because the more a hospital is used, the more the staff become efficient to run it. Madam Speaker, as member of the Delegated Legislation Committee, I second. Sorry, I support.
The Honorable Dida Raso, member for Saku.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I want to thank the mover of this regulation. The issue of opening up a military hospital, I think it has come at the right time when we are looking at universal health care in the country. Madam Speaker, you may be happy to note that the military officers tend to be healthy until the age of 45, 50, because they enter at very young ages of 20, 21, or as a cadet officer at the age of 23. So they tend to not use the capacity of those hospitals most of the time. And when you have almost 5 or 6, level 5 and 6 hospitals, here we are talking about the hospital in Isiolo, really not Marsabit, the hospital in Nakuru, Gilgil. These are among the best hospitals in the country. My only request is that priority should be given to retired officers, men and women, who served this country with colors for many years. The second group that should be given priority are the senior government officials, both at the county and the national, because they have those insurance covers, as opposed to going to private hospitals like Nairobi, the cottage hospitals, the mission hospitals, or even hospitals like Aga Khan or MP Shah. By going to these military hospitals, then it means that those public hospitals will be able to generate enough funds to help as many Kenyans as would naturally be possible. Madam Speaker, the other issue about opening up the excess facility in the military hospitals will give these military clinicians, doctors and nurses the ability to practice the art of medicine much better than if they were just dealing with the healthy populace that exist within the military body. Finally, Madam Speaker, these hospitals must go further to take on board civilian nurses, doctors, and paramedics so that they get employment within those hospitals, and also they do practice in terms of intern and other opportunities within those hospitals if it is opened up to the Kenyans. With those few remarks, Madam Speaker, I think this is a good opportunity and I support it. Thank you.
The Honorable Atandi, Member for Alego or no? Okay. There seem to be no interest in this.
I'm not interested.
We can defer the putting of the question. Hold on a moment. I'll give one more person. There's only one person who's here. The Honorable Catherine Omayo, she's not there. I'll give one more person. Honorable Barrow. Do we have number? Do we have number?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I want to, first of all, to commend and congratulate the leadership of Kenya Defence Forces for taking up this initiative. As a member, as a retired member of the military, Madam Speaker, I want to confirm that we have a very well-established hospital facilities across the country by the Kenya Defence Forces. As have been said by the chair of the delegated committee, which I'm a member of, and the brief we got from the Kenya Defence Forces and the Ministry of Defence, that they have 6 level 4 and 5 hospitals across the country, and one coming up as a level 6 hospital, and will be ready in 2025. Madam Speaker, these facilities, we have been informed, or we are told, that it operates at 50% capacity. So these facilities, Madam Speaker, when opened up to the members of the public, and especially those of us who've retired from the service and who have medical insurance cover with the military, can be able to access these facilities. Madam Speaker, these facilities are equipped, very, very well equipped. These facilities are manned by very highly trained professionals in the medical sector. These facilities are facilitated or resourced very well by the military and the Kenyan government. And the use of this facility by the public and opening up to the public will go a long way in, because these facilities are established by using government funds. And for those few remarks, I support the motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Mover to reply.
Thank you very much. Madam Speaker, I want to thank the many speakers who have spoken to this bill, to this motion, and supported. I want to thank them very much, and so therefore I beg to reply.
Thank you. Honorable members, I now put the question that this House adopts the report of the Committee on Delegated Legislation on its consideration of the Public Finance Management to Lindsay Prime Health Services Fund Regulations of 2023, laid at the table of this House on Tuesday, 5th December 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 24(4) of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, and approves the Public Finance Management Ulinzi Prime Health Services Fund Regulations of 2023, published as legal notice number 175 of 2023. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. And before I move to the next order, I wish to recognize the presence of Makueni County Kenyatta University Students Association, Makusa, from Makueni County, who are seated in the public gallery. Next order.
Order number 17, Committee of the Whole House.
This one has no amendment. Honorable members, we are in the Committee of the Whole House to consider the Gambling Control National Amendment Bill number 70 of 2023. So you may take your seats, members who would like to participate in this.
Clause 3.
I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. There be no amendment. I put the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 4.
I propose the question that clause 4 be part of the bill. Mover.
You want me to come in?
Chairman?
I beg to move that clause 4 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment 6 to ensure that reporting institutions regulated under the bill will also be subject to the regulations by the Financial Reporting Center established under the Proceeds of Crime and Money Laundering Act number 9 of 2009.
I therefore propose the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 4 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 5.
I propose the question that clause 5 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 5 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. The justification, the amendment 6 to correct grammatical errors as well as to provide that county governments shall be responsible for issuing trade permits to licensed gambling operators.
I therefore propose the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 5 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Part 3.
I propose the question that part 3 be amended. I propose the question that part 3 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that the title to part 3 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. The amendment seeks to change the name of the authority to the Gambling Regulatory Authority of Kenya.
I therefore propose the question that the title to part 3 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that the title to part 3 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that the title to part 3 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 6.
I propose the question that clause 6 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 6 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment 6 to A, change the name of the authority to the Gambling Regulatory Authority of Kenya, and B, correct grammatical errors, and C, delete subclause 4, whose provisions are already contained in clause 124 of the bill.
I therefore propose the question that clause 6. I propose the question that clause 6 be amended as proposed by the chair. I therefore put the question that clause 6 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 6 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 7.
I propose the question that clause 7 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 7 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment to the clause 6 to 1A provide for greater inclusivity in the membership of the board, since the objective of the bill affects the wider society who may be represented by persons with disability and faith-based organizations. B, provide for fair competition and merit as a basis for appointment so as to align to the provision of Article 10 and Article 232 of the Constitution.
I therefore propose the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 7 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 8.
I propose the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 8 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment seek to A, delete paragraph D to allow for current and former employees of the authority to be eligible for appointment as the chairperson of the board, to allow for institutional memory and technical expertise. B, insert a new paragraph D to prohibit persons who were in the preceding 5 years directors or employees of gambling operators so as to avoid conflict of interest. And C, amend subclause 2B to insert the aspect of imprisonment without an option of a fine for clarity purposes.
I therefore propose the question that clause 8 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 8 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 8 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 9.
I propose the question that clause 9 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 9 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
I propose the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 10 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment seeks to correct a grammatical error in paragraph I. B, delete J, which is a repetition of the provisions contained in paragraph E. C, delete paragraph L, which is a repetition of the provisions contained in subparagraph I of paragraph H, and D, to add the words in the paragraph O for clarity purposes.
I therefore propose the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 10 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 11.
I propose the question that clause 11 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 11 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment seeks to A,
Redraft Clause 11 to provide that the Cabinet Secretary shall prescribe guidelines which shall have the force of law as stipulated in the Statutory Instruments Act number 23 of 2013. B, include the aspect of the consultation with the body responsible for the protection of the best interest of the child so as to give effect to the provision of Article 53(2) of the Constitution, which provides that child's best interests are of paramount importance in every matter concerning the child.
I therefore propose the question that Clause 11 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 11 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 11 is amended, be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 12.
I propose the question that Clause 12 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 12 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification: the amendment seeks to redraft the clause for purposes of proper grammatical flow.
I therefore propose the question that Clause 12 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 12 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 12 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 13 and 14.
I now propose the question that Clauses 13 and 14 be part of the bill. I put the question that Clauses 13 and 14 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 15.
I propose the question that Clause 15 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 15 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification: the amendment seeks to align the provision with the provisions of Article 234 of the Constitution, which provides that the Salaries and Remuneration Commission shall advise the national and the county government on the remunerations and benefits of public officers.
I propose the question that Clause 15 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 15 is amended be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 15 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
I will put the question before we go to Clause 16 to be on record that Clause 15 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
I propose the question that Clause 16 be part of the bill.
I beg to move that Clause 16 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification: the amendment seeks to align the provision with the provision of Article 234 for the Constitution, which provides that the Salaries and the Remuneration Commission shall advise the national and county government on the remuneration and benefits of the public officers.
I therefore propose the question that Clause 16 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 16 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 16 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 17.
I propose the question that Clause 17 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 17 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification: the amendment seeks to correct grammatical errors.
I therefore propose the question that Clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 17 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
I propose the question that Clause 18 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 18 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification: the The amendment seeks to align the provision with the provision of Article 234 of the Constitution, which provides that the Salaries and Remuneration Commission shall advise the national and the county governments on the remuneration and the benefits of the public officers.
I therefore propose the question that Clause 18 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 18 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 18 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 19 and 20.
I propose the question that Clauses 19 and 20 be part of the bill. I now put the question that Clauses 19 and 20 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 21.
I propose the question that Clause 21 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 21 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification. The amendment seeks to A, remove the gambling levy as a source of fund for the authority, since Clause 46 of the bill, providing for the payment of gambling levy, is deleted, and B, correct a grammatical error.
I propose the question that Clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 21 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 22.
I propose the question that Clause 22 be part of the bill. I now put the question that Clause 22 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 23.
I propose the question that Clause 23 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 23 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification. The amendment seeks to provide for the comprehensive provision on annual estimates as by the House drafting style.
I propose the question that Clause 23 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 23 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 23 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 24.
I propose the question that Clause 24 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 24 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification. The amendment seeks to provide the correct citation of the Public Finance Management Act.
I propose the question that Clause 24 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 24 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 24 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 25 and 26.
I propose the question that Clauses 25 and 26 be part of the bill. I now put the question that Clauses 25 and 26 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 27.
I propose the question that Clause 27 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that Clause 27 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification. The amendment seeks A, insert the word for clarity purposes, and B, under paragraph R, the regulatory authority, through regulations, is required to license other forms of gambling to take into account the dynamic nature of the gambling activities.
I propose the question that Clause 27 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I put the question that Clause 27 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 27 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 28.
I propose the question that Clause 28 be part of the bill. I now put the question that Clause 28 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 29.
I propose the question that Clause 29 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 29 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification. A, amend subclause L to ensure that the application fees are provided for in regulations which are easy to amend. B, amend subclause 3 and 4 to ensure that the considerations shall be applied both to the body corporate as well as its directors. C, delete paragraph 3D and E, since the threshold provided for consideration in the paragraph is subjective and not measurable. And D, to ensure that correct reference is made to a person in subclause 6 to ensure that the penalty imposed attaches to a natural person who makes a false statement.
I propose the question that clause 29 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 29 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 29 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 30.
I propose the question that clause 30 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 30 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment seeks to ensure that the validity period of license issued under the bill is expressly stated in the main legislation, and if otherwise, the regulation shall provide invalidity period.
I propose the question that clause 30 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 30 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 30 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 31.
I propose the question that clause 31 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 31 of the bill is, be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment seeks to ensure that all license conditions are made available to the applicants in regulations to avoid uncertainty.
I propose the question that clause 31 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 31 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 31 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 32.
I propose the question that clause 32 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 32 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. The justification, the amendment seeks to provide clarity and ensure that all license conditions shall be thus set out in the Act.
I propose the question that clause 32 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 32 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 32 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 33.
I propose the question that clause 33 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 3 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment seeks to provide symbol language as required in the House drafting style.
I propose the question that clause 33 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 33 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 33 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 34.
I propose the question that clause 34 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 34 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 35.
I propose the question that clause 35 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 35 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification, the amendment seeks to remove subjective drafting and correct a grammatical error.
I propose the question that clause 35 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 35 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 35 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 36.
I propose the question that clause 36 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 36 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification: the amendment seeks to remove the provisions on the transfer of licenses from the bill. Instead, any entity intending to be issued with a gambling license must make an application to the authority in the prescribed manner. This will ensure the deterrence of the possibility of money laundering by the gambling operators.
This is a deletion, Chair, is it? It's a deletion of clause 36.
But yes, yes.
Therefore, I propose the question that clause 36 be deleted as proposed by the chair.
Zero.
I put the question that clause 36 be deleted as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 37, 38, and 39.
I propose the question that clauses 37, 38, and 39 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 37, 38, and 39 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 40.
I propose the question that clause 40 be part of the bill. Mover, you move in amended form.
Yes. I beg to move that clause 40 of the bill be amended as it appears in order paper and with a further amendment. Justification: the amendment. I beg to move that the amendment to clause 40 be further amended by deleting clause 40. Subclause.
Yeah, be certain, you can consult.
Yes, just a minute.
Be certain on what amendment you want to move. Yes, mover. Mike.
We are deleting subclause 4 because it is a repetition of 2. The justification is the regulation should provide for the applicable security bond or bank guarantee for gambling activities in accordance with the proposed amendment to clause 27(2)(r), and B, provide for the deletion of clause 4, which is necessary since it is a repetition of clause 2.
All right, Chair.
2, yes.
I therefore propose the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that Honorable Majority Leader, you have something to say on this?
I wasn't certain, Chair, whether the Chair moved the other amendment as it is on the order paper.
Majority Leader, the Chair moved as it is on the order paper with a further amendment.
Further amendment to delete. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Therefore, I put the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 40 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 41 and 42.
No amendments. I propose the question that clauses 41 and 42 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 41 and 42 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 43.
I propose the question that clause 43 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 43 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Justification just to correct grammatical error.
I therefore propose the question that clause 43 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 43 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 43 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 44.
I propose the question that clause 44 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 44 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 47.
Before we go to clause 47, earlier there was a communication by the speaker on the withdrawal of certain clauses, and that is 45, 46, and 45 and 46. So we'll go to clause 47. I propose the question that clause 47 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 47 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper. Thank you.
I propose the question that clause 47 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 47 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 47 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 48, 49, and 50.
I propose the question that clauses 48, 49, and 50 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 48, 49, and 50 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 51.
I propose the question that clause 51 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 51 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I propose the question that clause 51 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 51 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 51 is amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 52.
I propose the question that clause 52 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 52 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 53.
I propose the question that clause 53 be amended be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 53 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I therefore propose the question that clause 53 be amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 53 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 53 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 54.
I propose the question that clause 54 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 54 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I propose the question that clause 54 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 54 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Of the bill. Will as many
of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I therefore propose the question that clause 71 be amended as proposed by the chair. I therefore put the question that clause 71 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 71 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 72, 73, and 74.
I propose the question that clauses 72, 73, and 74 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 72, 73, and 74 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 75.
I propose the question that clause 75 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 75 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I propose the question that clause 75 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 75 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 75 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 76.
I propose the question that clause 76 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 76 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I propose the question that clause 76 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 76 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of
be...
Second schedule.
I propose the question that the first schedule be the first schedule of the bill. I now put the question that the first schedule be the first schedule of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Second schedule.
I propose, no, mover.
I beg to move that the bill be amended by deleting...
No, wait, Chair. Wait, hold on, Chair. This one has a proposed amendment. I will propose the question that the second schedule be the second schedule of the bill. Mover, you can now move.
I beg to move that the bill be amended by deleting the second schedule.
I therefore propose the question that the second schedule be deleted. Yes. I therefore put the question that the second schedule be deleted as proposed by the chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Third and fourth schedules.
I propose the question that the third and the fourth schedules be the third and the fourth schedules of the bill. I now put the question that the third and fourth schedules be the third and fourth schedules of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that clause 2 of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Long title.
I propose the question that the long title be part of the bill. Mover.
I beg to move that the long title of the bill be amended as it appears in the order paper.
I propose the question that the long title be amended as proposed by the chair. I then put the question that the long title be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as have that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that the long title as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title be part of the bill. I now put the question that the title be part of the bill. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover, can you move reporting? Mover.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Gambling Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 70 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I therefore put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Gambling Control Bill, National Assembly number 70 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as have that opinion say aye. As many as have a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Chairperson, report to the House.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Gambling Control Bill, National Assembly number 70 of 2023, and approved the same with amendments.
Thank you. Majority Leader, move out the bill.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request Honorable Karoli Omondi to second the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House.
Honorable Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Gambling Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 70 of 2023, be now read a third time. I also request Honorable Catherine Omanyo to second.
Proceed, Majority Leader.
I beg your indulgence, Honorable Speaker, and I want to request, Honorable Speaker, that for obvious reasons, understanding order number 53, we defer that second bit, that last bit of the third reading to the afternoon sitting with your indulgence.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader. That request is acceded to. Next order.
Order number 18, the Statute Law Miscellaneous Amendments, number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 68 of 2023, second reading.
Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Statute Law Miscellaneous Amendments, number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 68 of 2023, be now read a second time. Honorable Speaker, this Statute Miscellaneous Amendments Bill number 68 of 2023 seeks to amend various statutes like the Oaths and Statutory Declarations, the Advocates Act, the Notaries Public Act, the Civil Procedure Act, the Public Holidays Act, the Trustees Perpetual Succession Act, the Industrial Training, Traffic Act, Sexual Offences Act, the Employment Act, Veterinary Services, part of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012, and the Universities Act, together with that of the Office of the Attorney General Act of 2012, the Civil Aviation Act, the Value Added Tax Act, and the Privatization Act. Honorable Speaker, as the case is with all other such statutory miscellaneous bills, this bill seeks to amend various proposals in all these acts that I have mentioned, some that are, most of them actually, that are not substantive amendments, and therefore qualifies to be small amendments that qualify to sit in such a miscellaneous statutes act. Honorable Speaker, part of the amendments, like on the Public Holidays Act, seeks to amend the Public Holidays Act to delete the provision for Utamaduni Day as a public holiday. And Honorable Speaker, You remember this holiday was once called Moi Day. It was then renamed to Huduma Day, then eventually Utamaduni Day. This bill, Honorable Speaker, sought to amend the Public Holidays Act to delete the provision to have that day, October 10th, as a public holiday. However, Honorable Speaker, there have been also further proposals. You remember recently, we did have the Ministry of Interior gazette another public holiday that Kenyans utilized in planting of trees. And therefore, we have sought, Honorable Speaker, to further amend this during the Committee of the Whole, instead of deleting this holiday, to basically rename so that we either maintain the name Utamaduni, but also have the day designated as a day for planting of trees, so that Kenyans now have a day that they know this day is set aside for the planting of trees. Honorable Speaker, I therefore, when we get to that particular Committee of the Whole, I will be proposing amendments to maintain the day as a public holiday, but have it themed around issues to do with climate change and mitigation of climate change and environmental protection. And Kenyans will have an opportunity then to use this day, just like they did the last holiday we had last month, to plant trees. Honorable Speaker, the bill also seeks to amend the Oaths and Statutory Declarations Act to provide that an advocate who has been appointed as a commissioner of oaths shall sign the role kept by the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, and that the registrar or the deputy registrar of a superior court or subordinate court may administer an oath or affirmation or take an affidavit or statutory declaration under the Act. Further, the bill also proposes to amend the Advocates Act, Cap 16, proposing to provide that the registrar responsible for keeping the role of advocates shall be the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, so that all new advocates who are enlisted to join the role of advocates, their register is then, that role of advocates is kept by the Chief Registrar. The bill further proposes to amend the Act to provide that the Council